sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On second down, Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. On the move to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the gun, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And got his man complete. DeVonta Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Rolling to his left. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Cook up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To the air, Allen out to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Allen steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there of 22.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Second down and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Barkley inside handoff. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
No. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Small.
A final shot before break. Allen buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
They go play action with Hurts.
Got a man, it's Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. On the move to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards that time.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Milton Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
On second down, here's Allen. Out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Cook again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Let's go. Get serious right here. We got to step up. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is Cook with a grab. Down the right sideline. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 67 yards. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Allen will try to throw for it. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Allen.
Rolling to his right.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Allen.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now Allen.
Rolling to his left. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Allen.
They'll roll him out right.
That'll be complete to Cook.
Touchdown, Bills!
James Cook, 35 yards. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion.
Throwing, Allen.
And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. And that'll be a... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Cook. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. 53 from Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Out to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. As they've got it as we resume action.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goedert, 42 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Allen. On the move to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Allen going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Allen. Rolling to his left. And he fends him off.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Allen from the gun on third down. Out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Brandon Codrington.
This is taken at the 18. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 22 yards. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. .32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To the air, Allen steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. On the move to his left. There he goes left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. Rolling to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Allen now looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Allen out to his left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Allen now on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And complete right side to Cook. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
On 2nd down, here's Allen rolling to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock. Here we go, first and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, doesn't feel right. Exactly. And the Eagles dodge a bullet to cover it up. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over. Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts. You do. I'm not as smart as you. And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go. Their time to shine. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 24 yards. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike. Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over. They gave it an effort. They tried their best.